Hi all. So I got a load of wood here. I got a cord. Cord is 4 foot wide, 8 foot long, 4 foot high. Okay. So here's one of my racks. That one's 10 foot long. That happens to be the size of the board, so I just used it. And here's like the old-fashioned way. I think this is the way a lot of people build their rack. It's just cinder blocks and 4x4. I put a piece of wood up here so they don't spread apart. It's screwed in. And then over here, I don't know if I did a video on these yet, if I recorded it, but I bought these racks off Amazon. Those metal braces there at the bottom. You get a 2-pack for like 20 bucks. Then you got to buy your own 2x4s. So I got 8 foot 2x4s on the bottom, 4 foot up here, and then to make it a little sturdier, I put 2x4s up here and pieces across the top in the midsection here. And then I got it sitting on 4x8 blocks, and I made my own termite protectors. Those aluminum things. Don't make your own, just buy them. They're like $6. By the time I made 6 of them, buy a roll of aluminum. I had to buy 2 rolls. That was 30 bucks. So just buy them. You can buy them on Amazon for like $6. So just to show you what I got going here, have it delivered in a pickup truck. The place that I was going, in a pickup truck, they say a cord is 8 trips. It's like 1 front end loader bucket per trip. This one stacked kind of high because it's my last one. A lot of miscellaneous junk comes along with that. You get a lot of stuff like this, a lot of dirt, a lot of leaves. They pick it up with the bucket, you know, the front end loader bucket. So I got it cleaned up pretty good here. I did most of it yesterday, but it's a mess. So what main thing I wanted to point out was when I added these here, I lost probably a good 4 inches or more when I stack it. So I can't go 4 foot high. So if you're thinking about doing this, you might want to make these a little taller, like 4'6", 4'6", and then put the braces on. Might want to even make them a little longer, like 10 foot long. These are 8 foot 2x4s, right? But I lost 4 inches on this side, 4 inches on that. Okay, so what I was saying was you might want to go with like 10 foot boards here, because when you put these on, you lose 4 inches here, 4 inches on the other side. So then you're down to 7 foot 5 inches. You might even want to go 12 if you have the space. And then I put braces in the middle too. There's blocks, those 4-inch thick cinder blocks. Right, and then right here too, in the middle, I got those 4-inch cinder blocks. They're only $1, so they're cheap. Not the cinder blocks with the spaces. These are solid cement. And then something else. And then then something else I did was I put pieces of wood going this way, and I got them bolted down. I got both racks bolted down to that piece of wood. See, there's one. See, there's one in the middle, and one on the far end too. So they're just they're bolted down right here. There's spaces. They're bolted down right here. There's the. I might have had to drill holes. I'm not sure. But I got 2 bolts on this side. And I got 2 lag screws on this side. 2 lag screws on this side. So the rack won't shift if it gets windy out. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, they kind of hold each other up so they get moved. If you got a lot of land, you know, you aren't worried about it falling over. But I got it close to the fence here. I got it close to the plow. I'll probably move the plow back a little bit in the spring. I'll be putting it back on the truck next week. It's supposed to snow, but my driveway is just long enough to get the truck and 1 car in here, so I don't need that rack falling over onto the plow. Maybe in the spring I'll put the plow over here, but okay, so what I wanted to show you was this ain't no fun. You know, if you can afford it, get it delivered. I'll make I'll make some real footage here. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was some real footage. Stacking wood. Those guys on YouTube, they make it look like it's fun. It ain't no fun. And all the pieces aren't perfect. That's something that I discovered the hard way. There's a lot of bad pieces. See that? It's like, what do you do with that? In a perfect world, they'd all look like this, right? I went to a good place too here in town. $260 something with tax for cord, and I expected them all to look like this. You know, that's what it says on their website, but that's not what you get. Then you got to bend over a lot. So I've just been taking my time with it. For a pickup truck, it took 8 loads, 8 trips. These, some are small, some are big. I found rotten ones, even stuff like this. If I had one more load or so, I'd probably bring this one back, because what do you do with that? You know, big old knots. It'd be hard to cut up. every trip I brought back 10 pieces and exchanged it. See, like this, you know. What do you do with this? It's garbage. I'll cut it up for Kindle, which is good. See, there's lots of this stuff. I did have 4 trash cans full. Stuff like that. And I sorted through it. Picked out the good stuff. Brought the rest of it back. Exchanged it for a couple big pieces. See, like this. What do you do with that? The guy was nice about it. He said, "Well, that's the way it is." You know? Yeah, but I live in the city. You know, I guess if you're out in the country, you deal with stuff like this. I got to put it in my rack. Show you how to split up a perfect piece of wood. You know, you got a perfect tree, I guess you're fine. But, trees aren't perfect. Which, you know, trees aren't perfect, right? So you get a lot of odd shapes. Which I understand that. I'm good with that. But stuff like this, that could have went to the mulch pile. And something else, all the research I did, the types of wood, things like that, best place in my town. I went there, I figured I'd be able to pick what type of wood, how old, you know, if it's seasoned, if it's old or new. And she said no, she said what we got is what we got. So there was no pick and choose, you didn't have to make no decisions. So you might want to call ahead and check your place out. He did tell me, I thought it was $125 a cord, but he told me no, it hasn't been. He told me no, it's been $200 now for years. I think he said 5 years or something like that. He said places up around Cleveland are getting $400. Good primo. They do have a delivery service. I suppose those people probably get the good stuff. You know? They did have some cartons off to the side, all pre-packed. So get 2 of these. I don't know what it's called, or some type of garden rake. I had one, I broke it. I broke the first one. It was old, probably at least 10 years old. This one I put a new handle on it a few years ago. This really comes in handy. Bring it with you if you go and pick up the wood. Something else I had done a couple years ago was I put that thing on the back of my truck because people were going around town at night. So I put that piece of wood up there, and that came in handy when they were dumping these pieces of wood from the loader, and I didn't have to worry about them breaking the window. So all I got here is I got a piece of wood screwed into here, down here. I got 2x4 on here, and then I just got a couple of old hinges on here. This moves up and down. And then on the other side I got a piece of rope. There's a piece of rope right there, and I stick it inside the back door. I open up the back door and stick it inside the ledge there, and it catches it. I can open it and close it, and it works fine. Works good. It went through a couple variations over the last couple years, but that one seems to work. Doesn't look good, but it works. So. If you're gonna pick it up, plan on 2 days, because I did 6 loads yesterday and I was feeling okay. It wasn't a lot of work, as hard as you'd think. 6 loads, small loads in a truck bed isn't that much work. But my fingers on my left hand were shot. It was hard to grab it. Get a load of wood. It'll be easy. Yeah. That rack in the back, that was I started piecing it back there because I realized, hey, some of these I'm going to have to chop up. I started putting the big ones back there. But first I started putting the big ones on the second rack there. Then I realized how many there were going to be, and that's when I threw together this one there in the back. Some with some moss on it. Seems like this. That's this big thing sticking out. When I went in to buy it, I asked her what they had, She just said, we got what we got. And then she never said nothing about stuff in the cages there in the back. That's probably for the people that get trash cans full of stuff like this. Busted up like this. So I've always had wood in my yard for emergency. But this is the first time I bought it. I usually just would grab it at the dump. They dump leaves, trees, things like that. Grab a couple logs. Neighbor cuts down a tree, I'd take it. So then, you know, I didn't expect it to be perfect. Paying that kind of money, you'd expect everything to look like that. You know? It would be nice. The videos I watched, that's the way it is. I think I read a cord of wood's like 2,500 pounds. That's why I said put it on 2 days. That's moving a lot of wood. I think yesterday I did about 7 hours. Started at 11, I've done about 7. So like, you know, this is my last trip. This was number 8. The reason why there's so much, I had measured my piles. Told him, I said I might be running a little short. 4x4, 4 feet wide, which these are 16 inches. They're cut to 16 inches, so I got 3 piles of 16. That's 48, 16, 32, 48, whatever. And then 4 foot high. I'm losing a good half a foot here, and stack it up to 4 feet high. Losing a half a foot because of these things here. Okay. So I showed him my measurements, and I took photos, printed it out, and he looked at it. So they went ahead and loaded this one up. I think there's actually like 3 front end loader buckets on here, or close to it. I think I'm gonna be good. I think most of this will go on this back pile. That should raise it up. That back pile was only 2.5 feet. But I think most of this will go on that back pile, so I think I'm going to be good. Like I said, I had 4 trash cans of like kindling. I cleaned it out, and most of it's stacked right here. Small pieces like this. Things that I know I'll be able to chop up. They're not full 16 inches. If I can bring that back pile up to 4'8", I'll be good. Well, okay, I'm missing half a foot on each one there too. Length. That should be taken care of by those 2 ends. That came out. Plus it's a 10-foot board. That's the board I put the plow on in the winter, so it doesn't freeze the ground. Just happen to have it sitting there. If I keep this up to 5 foot, should be good. 2 ends take over the shortness of the racks. After I thought about it, like this, if I had one more trip, I might bring that one back. Kind of rotten. But I guess it's good to burn, right? Old is good to burn. I don't think any of this is ready to be burned. I got you. Here's a bed. I'll just bring that one to the dump. Full of wormholes or something. I don't know what that is. I don't want it in my yard. Yuck. Sounds like fun until you start working on it. When I told him I thought I might be running short, he said you might be stacking it too tight. See? Stuff like this. How am I supposed to stack that? Huh? Probably too big to put in there. Something else I think they might have done is not so much this batch, a couple of the batches. I think they mixed the old wood with the newer stuff. And then they try and sell it. He said your pack power. Taking your time. I guess you have to cut the knots off before you stack them. Yeah.